The heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Rudolph. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 14. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Ready. Look, squeeze.
Let him know.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Stand on. Ready to go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
It's just me and you.
Here's Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Bring it. Fine.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Rudolph. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 43. X3. 218. Chopper. Check 25. Check 25. Bravo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
2nd and 2. And he'll find Hall. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Proctor. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive. Proctor.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Proctor. Going for the right side here. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go, D.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Gone. Gone.
Check 3, check 3.
Check. Hey, lock it.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Shoot.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the double.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, zoom.
50.
To throw on 3rd down. Proctor. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Proctor. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike.
From the gun, Proctor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Proctor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Elliott puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdown.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. The 20, and they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry for Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check, rock it. Hot. Snap.
On second down, Foreman at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check right. Watching your 5. Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's go.
On 4th down, Proctor. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. Got an open man. It's Washington. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set, ready? 15-1. 15-1.
Now Rudolph on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
5. 55. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Watch twist. Hard. Check. Bang. Hey, Delta.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go right back to Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot and see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Proctor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On 2nd and 9, Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to...
Under pressure, they got him again. Ed Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To try again after the sack, Rudolph going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rudolph looking to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ed Oliver getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At their 48-yard line.
Ready up.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Proctor. This one caught by Davis. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. That's good for a Titans.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Orbit.
Operating from the gun. Proctor. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it'll bring up third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
To the sideline.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Through, and with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the set.
50. Watch the screen. 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 Slant.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey. Smith.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Five.
To throw on 2nd down. Proctor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Proctor. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Steelers.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Blue draw, Porter. Go. Get it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. He gets it to Thomas. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Complete to Washington. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. Again, it's Rudolph. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Rudolph. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
65.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Proctor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
Now it's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
55, Mike, 55.
Hey, tight. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
55, Mike, 52.
Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. On first down, Foreman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.